Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Wait a second now. It's the Flash.
I don't understand what damn technology. It should just be plug and play. I don't know why.
Well, all just everything is all out the window now. It's
It
all
is. And you
out
know
of whack.
the frustrating thing is, like, sorry viewers, we'll get to you guys in a minute, but 1 second, quick pre-production meeting. I can't hear myself through, like, it's muffled.
Because it's noise cancelling, man.
I suppose it is noise coming out of my mouth and it's doing its
noise
job.
cancelling. It's supposed to give you the pure.
Welcome back. Welcome back to a Friday night here at the Two Dads podcast. We had a Two Dads moment. We couldn't get technology to work, so. But here
And
we
you
are.
know why?
Why?
Because I had the manual mute on. So it's Friday. It's time to get the train station on.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to Two Dads
Welcome,
podcast.
everyone.
Welcome to episode 33 of the Two Dads podcast.
You think after 33 episodes that we work out how to use our headsets?
We get our act together, but clearly there's always room for improvement. You never get to be a full 10.
Look, I got another one, the same as the one that I bought for the J-Man, because when I tried it, it worked good.
You liked it. Oh, so you bought that
and
one.
now, yeah, so this is the second pair.
Okay.
Because he's using his one.
What brand is that?
Real Tech.
Real
No
tech.
pun intended. It's Real Tech.
Wow.
This is not a plug.
Although we're happy to plug. But welcome. Let's get serious before this turns into a technology podcast. And welcome, everybody. Welcome to viewers and welcome to our special guest there, Lego Man, whatever.
Yes.
What the hell's going on there?
Lego Man.
There he is.
There is a story behind the Lego Man.
What happened to the mother-in-law's tongue? Had enough of it?
The mother-in-law's tongue is in... The mother-in-law's tongue is in the east wing of the Western Studios of the Two Dads podcast. Two Dads podcast.
Understand. Okay.
Still trying to add some color.
I like it. I like
in the background.
It's a bit freaky, but I like it. It's like
if we have time
spying.
at the end,
all right,
I will chime you into the story of the mother-in-law's of the Lego head. It's a funny story.
Well,
self-deprecating as always.
As always. So welcome back to our viewers and listeners.
It's Friday, people,
it's
and
Friday.
your cheeks should be so sore from all the smiling.
Oh yeah,
that was our election.
What a week, huh? Fantastic.
Absolutely
fantastic. We're one seat away from an outright win. So
that is right.
I reckon I'll get it.
Away.
I reckon I'll get it.
I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon I'll get it. We'll know in the next couple of days.
So if you've not seen us, or you've not heard us, or you haven't heard of us,
and
you've just happened to climb on to a link, or someone has sent you something, say, hey, you should watch this.
Yeah, welcome.
It's ethical and it's funny.
It is. That's what we aim for.
Which is not often. This is not an often occurrence. We have managed to somehow corner the market on being ethical and being funny at the same time.
Extremely niche market, but I think we're nailing it quietly.
So we are the Two Dads podcast.
Yes.
Phil's the Uber man, I'm the other man, and it's Friday, man.
And it is Friday, man. And it's not two for you new. It's not. Well, there are two of us, but it's TOO because we're too much like dads.
Too much like dads. So much like dads.
And Sadiq, his mute button gate is a perfect example of too much like a dad.
I'm thinking, I've been jibbed again.
There's a reason why it was $10. There's a reason why this was $10.
Bloody eBay. But no, it was me all the time. It wasn't
there
eBay.
You go. But as a lot of our listeners and viewers know, cornerstones. The two pillars of being a two dad is clearly the puns.
The jokes.
Love puns.
And the puns.
I've got a surprise for you in this episode about a pun.
Look out.
The universe is talking to me, so I've got one for you. I don't have a picture because I could have taken it in time without having an accident, but we'll get to that. And the jokes. The dad jokes. The more eye-rolling, the better is what makes a good dad joke.
So as you know, I've been out and about.
Me too, just for 5 minutes, but I still claim that I was out and about today.
Fantastic.
Go. But you
and all the puns today are homegrown.
Oh, yeah, mine is too.
No research, all freelance, and I love it.
So what have you
So
found?
you love your oranges?
Love them.
Love them.
Good for you.
You know, it's a good zone. It's a good zone for punnage.
Yeah.
Oranges.
Yeah.
So you have to be formal when it comes to oranges.
He's building it up.
And you have to have Mr. Squeezy.
Mr. Squeezy. Squeeze me, please.
Squeeze. Mr. Squeeze, or excuse me, please.
Mr. Squeeze. Look at that.
Warm me up with the pun.
I like that one. I like the Mr. Squeeze.
And that was, I believe, for my Shakira, she took that one. So well done.
Good job. I tell you what, I've got an appreciation now of you driving around and taking photos of punnages without actually.
All I do is scream out, "Snap a photo of that one,"
and point.
And point.
You've got a wingman. I'm on my own, so I couldn't get there quick enough to take a photo today. Keep going. I like that,
all
Mr.
Right.
Squeeze.
All right. So now I've found one on my own that's for those of you that know the comedian for Russell Peters.
Yes, I do. I like
it seems he has inspired a business.
How so?
Don't laugh,
wow, here we go.
It's business after my own heart because it's something that I love.
Okay. What is it?
It is just like Russell Peters to take it and go.
Take it and go.
You can sparkle and go.
Is that the car
Sparkle
wash?
and go.
Sparkle and go.
Sparkle and go.
Sparkle and go. Mate, 100% that has been inspired by Russell Peters. That's his catchphrase.
Sparkle and go.
100%. I like it. I like it. That's good.
So we haven't had much in the vein of for coffee services, right? I don't think we've had much.
Coffee shops, cafes, and stuff. Yeah,
but not
too much
services.
No.
You know, I was really quite impressed with this one, and I was just driving along,
as you always are,
and it's right in front of me, and I started laughing because you've been around town.
You know,
that's gold.
You should approach some of these organisations. You could put signage on your car because you drive everywhere. You'd be advertising. You could make an extra coin. Bean around town.
Bean, as in the bean.
Coffee bean. Yeah,
yeah.
See, that's perfect. That is a great.
And the technologies work fantastic.
Look, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, I should say. 3 for 3 on the technology. Where's this? Yeah. This looks like St Kilda Road.
You are, for someone who never gets around. You are right, my friend.
I know my city.
You are right.
I know my city. I know most of it. Bits of it.
It's right near the arts centre. It's right near the arts centre.
Yeah, because I can see the tram stop and.
Being around town.
Being around town. That's great. That's a good one. I like that.
So, Philip.
You got another one? I've got one.
I do, but I've just tried to find it now. Anyway, what cars do sheep drive? You have to get this one.
Oh, what
cars do sheep drive?
You're
gonna hate yourself. You're gonna hate yourself.
I haven't got time. I've only got 40-minute podcast.
Right, you're gonna hate yourself. A Lamborghini.
Oh my God! I should have got that. A Lambo. Damn it.
On that note.
Oh, crack it open. Who have we got? What flavour is that?
Crack open the.
Oh yeah.
Creole. Antioxidant infusion.
Oh, here we go. How do you find this stuff? You have a go and you have a crack at them.
Feel that antioxidant.
You're anti-oxygenated now.
Yep, and it's
the spiel
lime
there.
And ginger.
Oh, nice! It's good for you. Good for your digestion.
And apparently, only 6 calories and 1 gram of sugar.
6 calories. You can afford to eat the can.
Or fiber. Like some iron in your diet.
Fiber.
So I think this is probably the most obvious topic.
Oh, well, I don't know. I was thinking
so
about
far.
this today.
No, I think it's the most obvious one so far.
Okay.
I think there'd be no way that you're going to think anything else. So episode 33, the Two Dads podcast is No Mo Scomo.
No Mo Scomo. Nah, he's gone. He's done. He had his last shindig up at Kirribilli. And he's
with his stupid whip.
Yeah, he's off. Yeah.
And his wife handing around the shanties
just
or
like
whatever
that,
they had going down there.
I wonder if he's off to Hawaii. He can go to Hawaii now and not get in trouble.
He can go do whatever he likes.
No one really cares. Do they?
Finally, but I just like how after all these years, now he decides to accept responsibility for something. Now?
Yeah. Now he's stepping up and going, oh, sorry. But up until this point, it's been deflection. It's been what? I don't hold just a hose, mate.
Lies.
All sorts of things.
Straight out lies.
The party's in disarray. The Libs and Nationals, they took an absolute beating at this election. They've lost 17 seats or 18 seats or something like that.
And Frydenberg was my absolute favourite. I loved it so much. I really like
the Independents
for the Independent.
But that's good.
That one. She's a paediatric surgeon, wonderful woman, mum.
But I think it's important. I mean, it was great to see a big fat donut next to two particular parties not winning any seats. I have to admit, personally, it's great. It's a good way to spend 50 million and get nothing for it.
The UAP, yeah.
It's great. But the Independents, that's the catalyst for real change in our country. Those people who are coming in with the best interests of the community that they belong to, and the wider community. It's great. That's the biggest number of independents we've seen being elected.
Yeah, and it's finally an example of what election should be.
Yeah.
Because I think especially since the previous one, everyone realised, hey, if we don't actually
do this properly,
vote properly, like it's not a joke.
I think people woke
if
up
we want another 4 years of this idiocy,
you
know, then you do what you did last time. But and it's still astounding that the Libs are so pompous.
They are. Wow.
They still trying to play down. It's not really like that. It's just sort of an anomaly of the of how the preferential voting goes.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to blame the process as opposed to take responsibility for themselves, which epitomizes the Morrison government. Let's be honest. This is all about we don't take responsibility, which they didn't do.
It's all the old Libs are still going on about that the independents are just pork barrelers.
I don't think so.
I don't see how that even makes sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
They're not in control of anything at this point.
No.
So how? Well, what would they be pork barreling?
Doesn't make. It's just all smoke and mirrors.
Stadiums.
Smoke and mirrors.
More car parks.
Let's just say that the Labor doesn't get any more seats, which I can't see happening. I think they'll get one more somehow. But even if they don't, they just need one. They just need one person to side with them, and that's it. I mean, as it is.
Yeah, well, so far Labor's got 75 out of the 76.
76,
so
exactly.
It looks like they may get.
But if they don't get 76, it wouldn't be a bad idea, or wouldn't be bad if you get one independent. Absolutely, get one independent that would form government with Labor for sure. And for that happen, it'd be good.
It just proves that they're all on notice, and if they don't stand up and
they're scrambling now.
You know,
so now there's contention for leadership, and Barnaby Joyce is, going to have to contend for his spot. Good old Dutsy, Peter Dutton, he wants to lead the party. Which
how can anyone fathom to have old,
but no one else,
old Darth Vader?
Oh, come on! Hey, look, he's a former cop, so he's got what's the word I'm looking for? He's got the sternness for it, but I don't think he has the personality.
He's just not likable.
He doesn't have the personality for it, right? I mean, I can understand, him being an ex-cop makes perfect sense when you realise, right? But it's going to be very difficult for them to come back from this. That's for sure. Very difficult.
Well, I just think all of Australia can
pardon me,
take a deep breath.
And look,
they can open up their can of their favourite antioxidant.
But look at
infused
in 1 week. Let's have a look in 1 week what Prime Minister Albanese has achieved. He's gone to the Quad meeting. He's already met Biden.
Yep.
He's strengthened ties with Japan and India. He's been on the phone with Macron.
Macron.
Right? And we all know how sour that went with Morrison. Yeah. So he's already on the phone with him, understanding that Albanese understands that, these are people and countries and governments that we need to rebuild. And he's also looking to see what he can do with China as well.
Yep.
Right? Well, love them or hate them, it's really important to have these political lines of communication because it causes less tension, and it means that things can be, put on the table and can be discussed. Something that the Morrison government failed to do big time.
Yeah, it's what we mentioned. It's what we mentioned. What we mentioned a while ago.
Yeah.
We need to move away from the right. We need to move away from the left,
middle,
and lean towards the centre.
And that's where the independents come into play. That to me, that showed me, or indicated to me that there is more of a move to the centre, having more independent. Like the Greens only got 3 seats. Independents, like 15 seats.
Smashed it.
That's amazing.
And it's the largest ever.
Mate.
Ever.
That's huge. So it just goes to show that people are saying, everybody, everyone that went independent literally flipped from being a Liberal voter to an independent voter.
Yeah.
All right, pretty much.
And all those people that were on the fence in some way, they all just realised that they'd go for real representation rather than than them being fed some sort of a line. You know what I mean?
Well, he is no more. I don't know what his plans are next. He gets a pension for life though, doesn't he now?
Oh, Scomo.
Yeah, he gets a pension for life.
Yeah, there's some kind of.
What does he go backbench? Is that what Frydenberg and all those guys do now? They go. Well, Frydenberg might be shuffled around in the party, but
actually, really, I don't think I actually know what happens. Well, but if he never won his seat, he can't be in Parliament.
No,
I don't think he actually won his seat, so I think he's out.
No,
altogether. Obviously, he's still a member of the Liberal Party.
Yeah, but if he's a backbencher, whatever that means.
Yeah, but you need to have a seat. Like you need to have.
Maybe you can bring a lawn chair. You can bring a lawn chair and you can sit next to Clive and Craig out in the lawn at Parliament House.
I've just never had a leader that I've just not liked. There's nothing. There's no redeemable for qualities at all. Really.
Nah, I mean, every opportunity he had to step up and be a leader, the only point he might have come relatively close is when, and maybe he shouldn't have done it this way, like I said, at the time we spoke about it, is when he called China out to say, oh, we need to investigate. We should have an open investigation about what happened
for what happened in Wuhan.
Yeah. That's, you could almost argue that was his glimmer of a speck of shining light. Just the way he did it on the world stage was probably the wrong approach. It should have been a conversation.
Yeah, but it's again because we're not America.
Yeah. Oh, don't talk about America.
We can't stand there and we can't stand there and make a big deal when we don't have the support, like we don't have the volume, the size to be able to stand up against for China, especially when it's our largest trading partner.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
and
for exports,
they alienated a lot of for Chinese Australians, and there's a lot, and we need to be sensitive of that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
We need to leave America where they belong with all the gun laws.
Oh, jeez.
And see what happens.
Oh, man,
and we need to forge a stronger, relationship. There's nothing. I mean, how are we going to go past that? Another mass shooting again. Again.
How many times do you have to experience the same thing over and over?
It leaves you numb. Even the news reporters on the ABC, the guy was going nuts. He said the same thing again. What is it going to take? What is it going to take for the Americans to actually go, look?
It's the senators. We're changing topic, but it's the senators.
Yeah, I know. We're moving off.
A number of senators who, for whatever reason, don't want to put it to a vote. This is based on what I've read and heard and seen from American news outlets. For whatever reason, it goes against their amendment, their right to bear arms.
The fifth.
So the problem is to solve. The problem is to
the right to bear arms.
To put more into
armed rebellion against the government. This is what was in the Constitution.
They say it's a mental health problem, but my argument is mental health isn't just in the United States; it's worldwide, and yet
he's 18 years old.
This doesn't happen anywhere else.
Yeah,
and why?
18 years old.
Why doesn't it happen?
He's still
anywhere
a kid.
Else? Yeah, but why doesn't this happen? Because there's mental health everywhere. And mental health. Why doesn't it happen in Australia? And it's a simple answer. I can't walk into a gun shop and buy a gun unless I have been scrutinised to the hilt as to why I want one, just to get a license.
A semi-automatic rifle. Why do you need it?
Unless you are
because
hunting.
I like to hunt elephants. Well, there's no elephants around here, mate.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's the argument that a lot of Americans, and we'll come back on topic, people, in just 1 minute, because this is important, I think.
And the gun lobby claims, well, if all the teachers were armed.
Yeah, so let's get more guns out there. Just, you know what I mean? It's you know when they say
so see-through. Let's just,
Anyway, you're lost for words, and you know what? And unfortunately, Sadiq, this is going to happen again. It will happen again.
Well, it did happen like 3 weeks ago because there was another one in. Yeah, and maybe not as bad as this one, if there is such a thing.
This situation will happen again because they're not going to change unless something drastic happens. Unless it's a senator themselves who are victim, or something like that. Then again,
these are the people that allowed a situation where for Donald Trump can get elected. So why are we shocked that the gun laws are the way they are?
And I guess
the fact that they won't change it.
Yeah, exactly. But getting back to our good old mate Scomo, who he I don't recall. Was he was elected? Yeah, he was elected the last. He wasn't, right?
What,
the last election? No. He wasn't elected. Didn't we we elected for Turnbull, and then they ousted him, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah, but he was still on the front bench.
Because I can't remember
to
if
be
Scomo was elected
in the parliament, you had to have been elected.
Yeah.
So you can be a member of the Liberal Party.
Yeah.
All right, but
he was
to be in Parliament or have a seat in Parliament, you have to be elected.
Yeah, so he was elected, but didn't we vote for Turnbull last time, not Scomo? I can't remember.
It's revolving door, the Prime Ministership.
2018. I think that's what happened. Yeah. I think that's what happened. What happened was
there's a spill for the leadership because it's whoever's the leader of the governing party that is the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily vote for the Prime Minister. We vote for the party.
We vote for the party. Yeah. But when people... Yeah, well... The majority, and maybe this election has actually showed that they've actually voted for the party as opposed to the person, potentially. But if I recall correctly, at the last election, which would have been 2018, Turnbull and what's the other guy? Looks like the high school principal. Can't remember. For the Labor Party.
The Liberal Party?
No, Labor Party.
Labor Party.
The other guy. I can't remember his name. in any case, I'm sure it was Turnbull.
It'd be a long show if you
Turnbull got ousted with the leadership spill. So Scomo wasn't even voted in. He wasn't the running, elect or the face of the Liberal Party at the time of the last election. And neither was Albanese for that matter. So it's been a long 4 years, and already I'm liking what I'm seeing with Albanese. Penny Wong as a foreign. I love Penny Wong. She's a gun. She'll do well in that job as foreign minister. She'll do very, very well. And she's already, within a week, she's talking to the Pacific Island nations. They're already talking about, on the table is going to be.
If you want to start to
change.
bridge the gap with China, you can't go Wong with Penny. Cheers.
Can't put a foot Wong with Penny. Cheers. Jesus. That's a good dad joke.
Well, they were even claiming, even the Chinese media was claiming that they were so happy at the result of the Australian election because our new Prime Minister fluently speaks Chinese.
Well, does he?
No, he doesn't. But this is what the Chinese media was saying.
He does it on Google Translate.
Or else he answers and says, sorry, wrong number.
Another one. 2 for 2. See if you can get a triple.
No, but
it
was already 3. You said, we can't put a foot Wong.
Oh, you did. You did. And
you can't go Wong with Penny.
That's right. But as far as, our ethical spin on it, I think the ethical spin here is it is important to take elections seriously, and I feel that this election, the vast majority of people took it dead serious. Like, they walked in there and there wasn't drawing dick and balls on the ballot paper. It was voting and doing it
I need to
correctly.
make a decision here.
I need to
My
do something.
vote counts.
And it does. But that's your loudest voice.
It does.
In any democracy, that polling booth, that cardboard box stand, that is at the point where you have your loudest voice in what numbers you put in what squares and boxes.
It's your chance, Really, for the Greeks, they didn't invent it for nothing.
Exactly. And it just goes to show
the whole point. It's a chance to have your voice, to have your say.
And it goes to show that parties who took for granted that their seats were safe are definitely on notice now, and you've got to work in this
because no one's safe.
Not anymore.
No one's safe. The public, well informed.
It's a changing demographic. It's a changing landscape of voters. You have youth coming through who are in tune with really important topics like climate change. And
I think it's probably one of the first times where there's no shift in between like age groups. Everyone has the same concerns. Climate change is a real concern amongst
wage increases,
the average person, no matter what your views are.
It is.
We need to have proper
better plan.
Decision making and planning in place
action.
so things actually will get done. Action,
not just speaking and deflecting and pushing it to the side. Which was the Libs.
And
that's what they were doing.
That's what people want.
Yeah,
because the Libs are like, oh well, you still don't have a policy. You still don't know. Now you're responsible. It's no. You guys really left everything in the mess. You handed out free money like it was going out of fashion. Mm-hmm. You've made inflation go through the roof because that's a catalyst. It's literally what is inflation.
Yeah, exactly.
You disincentivizing the whole economy
from doing work.
So and just down. Handing out free money. That's what actually inflation is.
So GDP goes backwards. Yeah. You're not making money. And everything gets more expensive.
All your power bills going up, all your fuel bills going up, all your groceries in turn go up.
Everything that's happening around the world, that's not helping. But it's what it is. All right, we're at 10 minutes. Let's wrap it up. Let's go.
10 minutes. Maxdix.
Max.
We had a response from Maxdix. I reached out to him on the DMs.
Yeah.
And his answer was, hey guys, I want to take a little while to unpack the election results and see what the plans are going to be for myself going forward. But he's happy to come on at some point in the near future.
Well, let's see. Let's see if he holds.
He is a happy chappy. He's done well. Maxdix.
Good on you, Max.
He was our candidate for the Senate.
Oh well.
I went to the airport the other day to pick up the princess. She came back from overseas, and have a look what we found. And she took the photo on her first day back.
Okay. The naked spud. What the heck? What's that? It's a potato with its butt hanging out.
But inherently a potato doesn't have. But
the naked spud. What is it? Is it
I believe
it's clean wash spuds.
Something like that. I didn't know. I didn't have the time. I was laughing so much. I didn't have the time to actually find out what kind of a business the naked spud is. But it's it's jacket potatoes.
Ah,
yeah.
There you go.
With some cream cheese or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever you want inside it.
The naked spud Rooney. Brilliant.
It's good business. I don't know if it's a pun, but it certainly is funny.
I like it. That is funny. Out and about.
I should have said, I don't know if it's a pun, but it certainly is funny.
Yes. That's right.
That was what we saw in the week. That was what we saw in the week.
What have you got?
I told my doctor I had some buzzing in my ear. He said I shouldn't be worried because there is a bug going around.
And it's as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. A dad joke. As simple as that.
I got a good one I really liked. I got a good one. I'll say it again. I told my doctor I had a buzzing in my ear. He said, "Don't worry, there's a bug going around."
There's a bug going around. What's the next one? Let it rip.
The next one, because we've got to rail through this now.
We've got to go. Go. We've got 6 minutes and 47 seconds. Come on, new format. Let's go.
Okay. A turtle was crossing the road when he was mugged by 2 snails.
Right.
When the police finally interviewed him to find out, and they asked him exactly for what happened, the turtle was so shaken. He said, "I don't know. It all happened so fast."
So you got to listen to the words. There's snails involved.
The turtle was mugged by 2 snails.
Yeah, we get it.
When interviewed by the police,
you're laughing.
The police asked him to explain what happened.
If you're laughing
he said,
right now,
"I don't know.
You are a dad.
It all happened so fast."
Yeah, if you're laughing right now, you're a dad. That's all I can say. You are. All right, you got a quick update. Urban arms race. Have you got one of those?
Oh, you just know me so well.
If we do
a very quick urban arms race.
The next 3-minute update, and we wrap it up, and we've hit the new format.
That was the other punter. Don't worry about the urban arms race.
All right, give me the pun.
Even the local councils are on the bandwagon for Putin.
Really?
Against him.
Really?
Even the local councils.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Putin bin. Put in bin.
I've been trying to get that shot for weeks. Every time
that's a ripper.
Past.
That's a ripper. A put in bin.
Even the local councils are on the anti
put in
bandwagon.
Bin. Put in bin. Where is this? This Glen Ferry Road has to be.
You are almost close. It's not quite Glen Ferry Road.
No.
It's Swan Street in Richmond.
Oh, there you go.
Swan Street in Richmond.
No, I should have guessed. The lady's wearing a Richmond beanie. Come on, Phil.
Yeah, I don't know if she's one of the more for clandestine heroes of Melbourne. But yeah, even the local councils are on the bandwagon.
Mop woman. Look at that. Look at her. She's probably clean. She's cleaning the shop front because there's a shop there. There you go. That's who that is.
She's incidental, isn't she?
Yes.
So what did the two pieces of bread say on their wedding day? What did the two pieces of bread say on their wedding day?
What did they say? I feel like I should know this. I'm under pressure. What did they say?
You're going to hate yourself. Okay. It was loaf at first sight.
Jesus. I loaf these jokes. I loaf them. Oh, man.
It was loaf at first sight.
Are there any other updates? Do you have anything else?
Look, I do have an Urban Arms Race update, but I'll save that for next week.
Are you sure?
But I thought in a minute. You would want to hear the story.
It's quickly, in the next 2 minutes.
Of the Lego head.
2 minutes.
Of the Lego head.
Pardon me, people.
Okay. As you know, I have a penchant for shopping on eBay.
Yes, you do.
Hence the story at the start for the headphones as well. I assume you also bought yours on eBay as well, yeah?
Yeah, Amazon.
Anyway, well,
yes,
it is another kind of eBay in the Amazon.
Yes, in the Amazon.
So I was looking for a Lego head, and I assumed the suburb was in for Blackburn. Which I thought, that was okay to pick up. So, Philip, would you quickly look on your phone and put into the Google Bannockburn?
Bannockburn?
Yeah, it's a town, not a suburb.
Bannock.
Hurry up, you've got 25 seconds.
Bannockburn.
Now, I used to live near you, so it's about the same for distance.
It's giving me trouble here. Bannockburn. Bannockburn is a rural township near Geelong, Victoria. 88 kilometres southwest of Melbourne. It is located in Golden Plains Shire. Yeah, that's not the Black.
So anyway, how long do you reckon it takes in the car to drive there? Even when the J-Man and we finally arrived, the guy's looking at me, he goes, "You came all the way for this?" He was in shock. He goes, "Why would you come all this way?" I go, "Look, I'm going to cop it, mate, because I clicked yes, I like it." So it's a fun story.
There you go. See, that will be a memory, and it'll be a good story, and you'll always remember
and that's why it still exists in the Western studio of the Two Dads podcast.
The Bannockburn Lego head.
Is also the place for the chickens. Every time I go past a shop that sells the brand of the chickens, I always think of that.
And as we enter the last minute of episode 33 here in the Two Dads podcast, we'd like to thank you for joining us again on a Friday. We wave farewell to Scomo, whatever he plans to do, maybe get back to marketing or whatever it may be, but all the best to you.
And hopefully doesn't
Mr. Morrison.
fall over many times.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about dealing with him anymore, which is a great thing.
And please remind everyone of our socials.
Socials, of course, it's Two Dads. The Gmail account is twodads.pc@gmail.com. Two Dads podcast on YouTube and Spotify and Anchor. And please share us, click, like, subscribe, the whole works. Thanks for coming back. And mate,
so thank you from the Uber man and thank you from the other man. Say hi to your mums for us.
Adios.
Until next week.